Here's some help with tonight's homework. We were filling in the table, converting the given information into the other forms. As an example, number 7, we're given the decimal 56 hundredths, and so we need to convert it to fraction, percent, dollar amount, and number of squares out of 100 to fill in the table. Some of them you were given fractions to convert into decimals, some percents to convert into fractions and decimals. But I think this is a good example to do one together. And if you are having any trouble with the other ones, look at my lesson plan section, and the applicable hold sections are listed there. Let's convert this decimal. So 56 hundredths. So remember, we learned in class, if you can say the decimal, you can write the fraction. So 56 hundredths is written as a fraction exactly the way it sounds, 56 hundredths, 56 over 100. Then you need to simplify by dividing by a common factor. I can see right away they're both even numbers, so I can divide by 2. Numerator and denominator, and I'll get 28 over 50. So I can divide by 2 again, and I get 14 over 25, 14 25ths. Now 25 is 5 times 5, and I know 14 does not have 5 as a factor because it doesn't end in 5 or 0, so we're done with our simplifying. Notice I simplified in 2 steps. You can simplify in 1 step if you know the greatest common factor of these numbers, which would have been 4 in this case. But you can do it as many steps as it takes as long as you're careful with your work. Okay, so the fraction form of 56 hundredths is 14 25ths. Now to write a decimal as a percent, we learned in class that you just move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So to write 56 hundredths as a percent, move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and I get 56%. Another thing we could have done was we said this is 56 hundredths, and if you look at it, the fraction 56 hundredths, percent literally means out of 100. So if you can write the decimal over 100, the numerator is also your percent. So there it is right there, 56%. Now as a dollar amount, the decimal, we just think of cents because each penny is 1/100th of a dollar. So it's $0.56. And then number of squares out of 100. Well, if it's 56%, that means 56 out of 100. So if we had a hundreds grid, we would shade 56 squares. So these are all the forms for number 7, and I hope that helped. See you tomorrow.